What is going on, true believers? I hope you're having a great day. My name is Bleeves. It is the month of June, and you know what that means? The only thing not coming out this month, Bitcoin, still down again, $37 billion on the day. Now, at first, this was a pretty decent day. It was starting off kind of good. You know, we weren't having any kind of struggles, any kind of troubles, and then the American market woke up and they said, profit? Oh, you mean steal liquidity from crypto? That's what I'm all about, George. And here we are. So down about $40 billion on the day yet again, $63,500 on Bitcoin. Everything seems to just be kind of getting dunked on again. Now, look, there's no narratives that are pulling everything out. This is that final sort of shakeout. I want to say this is the shakeout before the breakout, the fake out before the make out, whatever you want to call it. This is that moment where you are being shaken out of your positions. And to be fair, when I look at the comments that have been coming at me for the last couple of days, why not go up? How come the price is not going up, man? How come? Because the Bitcoin's got an ETF and then the Ethereum got the ETF and it's coming. Why not go up? God damn it. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about you at this point. Not you specifically, but you. You know who you are. Look, if you're nervous about this market, you're not going to make it. It's that simple. The market is the market. The people whose job it is to shake you out and make you go, don't know what's going to happen. I think I should take all my money out of crypto because I think all the prices are going to go down. The people that make you think that, they're doing that to make you think that. You know why? Because if you sell, then the price goes down. The further down the price goes, the easier it is for them to buy and the more supply they can buy. And then, of course, when they say, all right, everything's fine now, and they stop selling, then guess what? Price go up, right? But their price goes up way more than your price goes up because you're the dum-dum who sold and you're the dum-dum who followed what they said. When they said, oh, the bull market is over, George. It's 60 days after the halving, folks. It's kind of simple here. It's 60 days after the halving. I told you guys 87 days the first time, 143 days the second time. That was before we started to get a rip. So we're only at 60 days right now. And you've already got a bunch of donkeys out here going, I'm selling everything. I'm so scared. Like, oh, God damn it. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. That's all I can say. You're not going to make it. And if you see the price go down, and by the way, you're looking at price go down. Why didn't you buy it at 19,000? Why didn't you buy Solana at $16? Why'd you buy it at $200 thinking, oh, now's the time I'm going to get in? Oh, God, you're a product of your own design here. You're making it easy for them to do everything that they're doing right now. You make it easy. So stop making it easy for them and you're going to be fine. So what do we have going on? Well, there is a gigantic sign for Ethereum because the Ethereum is evaporating from exchanges and you are not ready for this next move. The bullish sign for Ethereum as exchange balances drop. Bitcoin is approaching the post-halving parabolic advance phase. Solana ETF odds rise as 3iQ submits North American SOL ETF. Ripple lawsuit judge dismisses most of Ripple claims against Ripple. Only one is going to trial. Gemini just gave $2 million in Bitcoin to Donald Trump. Dogecoin enters the final stage of a consolidation rally and probably looks like it's going to $7. Jump crypto trading is under investigation by the CFTC. And your dumbass is out here selling your crypto. What is going on here? We're going to talk about all that and more. We're not going to talk about why you're a dum-dum. You know why. Not you, but you. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you. No, not you. Not you. Not you, goddammit. Sit back down. I'm talking about you. Oh, you know the one. You know who you are. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can read a chart like a Superman, and I've got a show that has a lot of fans. I'm streaming every day and almost every night. I bought some Bitcoin because I see the light. You might wonder who I am, but don't forget that I'm the man. They call me Bleeves. I'll do any chart you want me to.
What's going on, everybody? Got a new t-shirt design. I wanted to show it to you today. Don't stop believing. What are you waiting for? Go to the store, order a shirt. Now back to the show. All right, guys, good morning to you. If you good morning. If you don't good morning to you anyway. If you notice, I might be ranting just a little bit today. Why am I ranting today? Because I am upset because the price is dumping? Nope. I don't give a shit if the price is dumping. It doesn't matter to me because I'm set. I'm ready to go. I've got my bags packed, and all I need right now is time. That's the only thing that matters right now. The only variable on this bull phase is time. And if you're getting shaken out right now, you're not going to make it. You can't make it. You can't make it because you don't have the conviction. Now, I do have conviction in plays, but generally speaking, I have conviction in the entire market, the entire crypto market. It is my belief it's going to go through another big parabolic cycle. We don't know exactly when it's going to be. So if you say, well, when's that going to be? The only reason you're asking me that is because you're irresponsible in your investments and you're over leveraging your position. And when you see the price go down, you can't tolerate the risk that goes into all of this stuff. You're not making smart decisions to begin with. So it doesn't matter what my decision is or what I tell you, you're going to do dumb shit anyway. So here's what you do. Buy the bottom, hodl. If it goes down low, buy more, hodl. And then when it goes up enough that you're comfortable with taking your original investment and your profit out, do that. Problem solved. That's all it takes. That is all this takes in this market. Now, again, if you just buy and just buy and just buy because some talking head said, "Oh, it looks good," I can't help you. You have to do your own research. You have to decide what the price is going to be. And I get it, by the way. I look at some of these prices and I say, oh man, it can't go down any further than that. And it goes down further than that. Do you know why? Because it can always go down further than that. You're at the whim of people who are trying to steal your money from you. This is crypto. You know, there's people out there that run pump and dump tokens, right? Those pump and dump tokens, they pump real hard, then they dump real hard, and they pull the liquidity, and you get wrecked in the process. But those aren't the ones that are the problem. It's the ones that look legitimate that are doing the same thing to you. It's the ones that see a whole bunch of different people out here coming up with innovative solutions and ideas on what they can do, and then they're like, oh, let me do that too. And then they do that, and then you get hosed again because you're like, oh, this project looks kind of neat because it does all the stuff that these other projects do. Well, the other project's going to win because it's got more money. It's already, I'm getting on a rant here. I'm not going to do that. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Good morning to Brian Bootyhead, Hammerside, Kathleen Blaze. Hey, there we go. Kathleen received her Don't Stop Believing shirt yesterday. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Why are you not wearing a goddamn Don't Stop Believing shirt? Like, are you out of your mind? Oh, why am I not wearing it? Because I didn't order one. And like, I'm an idiot. So that's okay for me because I recognize and I know that I'm an idiot. I can't call you an idiot by saying, how did you not buy one? Like, are you an idiot? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You get it. Also, I got these giant screens for my studio, right? These giant screens. And then guess what? Every time I put a white screen up, in case you wonder if I'm forward thinking, I am not. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, why don't you just use like dark? Why don't you just change, use like a dark, change my screen to black sort of thing. Well, it doesn't work that way because most of the screens that I deal with already give you the option to change it to black. And when you get the option to change it to black, guess what happens? If you click a button and it goes white again, gross. But when you have a black one and you put it on here, no, it's not racist because it's near Juneteenth or anything like that. But if you have a black one over here, then when you put the thing that makes it dark, it turns white. What the fuck? What? Anyway, I'm getting out of it. Vader Prime, good morning. Blockchain Booty, Bonehead, good morning. RW7610, Jeff T, Aaron Thompson, good morning, everybody. Timsky, good morning. J Lock, Raymond Pritchard, good morning. VK, good morning. George Lopez Garcia, oh my God, just snaked you. Rug is in the house. Good morning. We got J Manuel, Timsky, Abundance Grace. We've got Crypto Antagonist. Satoshi is in the house. May LUNC never be pump and dump in Jesus' mighty name. LUNC is going to be fine. Matter of fact, I did a video today, kind of reinform to me. Oh my God. It really kind of reaffirmed to me that I think that Luna Classic is just going to get absolutely out of its mind. I think Luna Classic is going to be one of those just crazy sort of rips. I'm going to explain why today when we talk about Luna Classic as we do. Roy G, good morning. Carlos, good morning. Rackoff Protocol X, you have to check out. Abimbola Janet, Trail Boss, yes sir. I am a beast. You like black things in the dark. Goddamn right I do. Kendu and Turbo dips like Pac-Man. By the way, Turbo, I'm not sure about Kendu. I'm really not sure about Kendu, but I am sure I really like Turbo. Like Turbo had just a gigantic run not that long ago, and I think that stuff's going to keep going. You know what I mean? Artman, good morning. John Shaw, good morning. Almond Keaty, Michael, how low can Bitcoin dip? 0 is the answer to that. Will it dip to 0? No. John Donnie's in the house. Local 420 is kicking it. Meth binge is the best. There we go. Let's keep going. You know what? I don't know what meth does, by the way. I watched a little bit of Breaking Bad. I watched it, but I don't know. I don't know. I've never known. Look, I'm not saying I lived a sheltered life, but I don't know anybody on meth. I don't know. I've seen a crackhead, but about the deepest that I've ever gotten in my life is people who smoke weed. You know who you are out there. Anyway, we got Ernest Yoder. Any BitBoy hit network news? Let me check my BitBoy bat phone. And I sent a message yesterday. And yes, actually, you know what? I do have one thing that I'm going to let you guys know. If you remember, it was called the... it was called Crypto Crossfire. You know, I was on it with Nick and Sam, Crypto Lifer and Crypto Keeper and J Chains and stuff like that. Well, we're trying to revive that show. I really liked the way that show was. I really liked the format of it. And yesterday, Ben gave me his blessing to kind of recreate the show. So you might be seeing something like that coming up pretty soon. And it'll be like a debate-based show where we're going to take a topic, and then if you take those, we're just going to come up with like what the most prescient topic every day, or the most pressing topic of the week, and then we're going to throw that out there and we're going to debate it. Somebody's going to take the pro side, somebody's going to take the con side, and then we're going to have a moderator who's going to ask the questions. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be. To me, it was a great format. It was a great show, and I got Ben's blessing to bring it back. So we're probably going to do that pretty soon. We're happy to see you. I'm happy to see you guys too, or at least know that you're out here paying attention. Benny Hill is volting it up. Is it advisable to sell now or buy? It's advisable to buy right now. We're actually going to go over that pretty soon. Remember I told you guys anywhere between 64.5 and 63. Well, we hit the 64.4, then we hit 64, and then we ripped back up to like 65.7 or something, like whatever we ripped back up to the other day. And now we're coming back down again because we're stair-stepping our way down, and then we're fighting it back, and we're coming back up, and we're doing liquidity sweeps. And I'll show you on the chart. You can see it. We'll move a little quicker today with the news and get into actual charts and stuff like that, so you guys can see it a little bit better. So a circle of master debaters, that is correct. That is correct. Omen Keaty, Michael, is it advisable to sell now or buy? I guess I just told you that. This is the spot where you should be buying. This is the moment. It doesn't mean that it's not going to go down, by the way. Doesn't mean you can't see 60,000. Doesn't mean you can't see 58,000. But if you're going into a long position, you should make sure that you have a low leverage position and you're starting to accumulate at this level now. This is where you start buying that dip. Then you start, if it goes down a little bit more, then you ape in a little bit more money. And then if it keeps going down, you ape in just a little bit more money on top of that. By the way, I went long on Ethereum this morning and on Ondo. So I'm long on two different cryptos right now. I think Ethereum is about to explode, and I think Ondo probably goes with it. So that's what I'm doing right now. But let's get into the news right now, because you are not ready for what happens next. Exchange wallets see the largest Ethereum outflows in nearly a year, indicating a bullish sentiment. Ethereum's week has been anything but ordinary, with an imminent spot ETF launch, by summer's end and the SEC closing its investigation into ETH 2.0, signaling that the Ethereum sales aren't securities transactions. June 16 marked a significant price peak before a dip, indicating a potential period of consolidation. Yet June 18 saw trading surge with $7 billion on centralized exchanges and $864 million in DEXs, hinting at a deeper trend. A consistent decrease in ETH held in exchange wallets since May suggests that we are in for a massive move towards the upside. We are getting less. And by the way, remember, there's only 121 million Ethereum in circulation at this point. So we're getting a massive dip. We're getting, we got a massive dip, let's call it. We're going to get an incredible move as soon as we get clarity in the market. Now, if you're into Solana meme coins right now and you're feeling like, oh my God, why is everything going completely down? Why is it wrecking? Very simple. It's a very simple thing. The pairing with Solana, because of the price on Solana, your pairing with Solana is way more volatile than your pairing with an Ethereum project. So when Ethereum goes down, doesn't go down nearly as much. When Solana goes down a lot more. So if you're looking at that and you're like, oh my God, I should sell all my Solana meme coins. I mean, do it if you want to. I don't care what you do. But I think it's silly of you if you do. I think what you should be doing right now is just continuing to buy a little bit more every single time. Again, when you have an unfavorable pairing and the pairing is in a bad state, then price go down. When you get a more favorable move, like for example, what happens when a Solana runs back up to 150, which should happen any moment now. Like we should see another big spike in Solana. What if Solana goes back to 200? It's going to go back to 200. It's going to go back to 700, I think. It's going to go to 700, I think, because it is one of the newest and best, most robust blockchains that are out there right now, especially for meme coin trading, which is going to continue, I think, to surge. So those being the cases, Solana is going to absolutely rip. And when it does, it's a rising tide raises all boats, whatever that stupid saying is. I've said it 3 times now, haven't gotten it right once, but that's coming. That's something that's going to happen. So look for exchange balances to drop on Ethereum. Look for a continuation of what you're already seeing. Look, guys, it's going to be amazing. We're going to have that big run. It is definitely coming. You know what I mean? Whew. A lot of stuff due today. Expiring also isn't GameStop calls are today. GameStop calls are every day, my man. Just for clarity here, anything that's due today, every Friday is an expiry day, most likely. So it doesn't really matter, when somebody says that the end of the month is the biggest expiry day. This is not the end of the month. Next Friday, the 28th, is going to be the biggest expiry day, and that's going to be call options and put options, and we're going to find out which way the market shakes out at that point. And it just every Friday is the same way. Nothing ever changes. I need your confirmation bias on everything. Can you hold me and press the buy and sell buttons, please? No. But I can tell you what I'm doing. And if you find something of value out of that, then you do you, boo, boo. All right, let's move on. So Bitcoin is approaching a post-halving parabolic advance phase, according to the Real Vision analyst. Macro expert Julian Bettel believes that Bitcoin is on the verge of going parabolic based on historical precedents. Bettel tells his 69,400 followers on platform X that Bitcoin is in a historical boring phase, ahead of an unexpected banana rally that has come after the halving events every single time when miners' rewards are cut in half. What we're currently witnessing in terms of Bitcoin price action is fairly typical around the actual halving. A big pump leading into the halving, followed by a brief but sharp correction, a period of sideways chop, a final dump to nuke any remaining bullish sentiment, another phase of boring sideways trading, and eventually prices begin to rise again. Basically, we're in the boring zone before the banana zone. Just have patience. That's all it takes right there. Very, very simple. Just go with it the way that it's meant to be. And by the way, this little breakdown of it, right? This is this kind of what it looks like here. Okay, this is the halving cycle, and this, by the way, what you're looking at, the black line, black lines matter, and if you look at the black line right here, then you see the Bitcoin price. Okay, this is the 2016-2017 halving cycle. Then you look at the red, and that red that you see just barely down here in this range right here. Well, that right there, my friends, is what we're currently going through. This is giving you an idea of, you know, how long you can expect before you start seeing it. But here's the thing. As you see that boring sideways action, even that boring sideways action is going up, 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 up. It's just going up, 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 up. Well, guess what? The same thing is going to happen over here. We're literally having the same play out. I mean, look at this thing, how it lines up. So there it is. Okay. So what do you do from here? Well, you know, for me, it looks like from here, you just kind of wait it out, and it's going to absolutely go parabolic. Now, in the black over here, the black tells you the price that we went through the last time, where we started here was around 450. We ended up at 5,000. Now, over here, when you're looking at it from this context, then you're looking at, Jesus Christ, these notifications are out of control. You're looking at this thing happening right here with an idea that we're probably headed to around 240,000. That's how these lines are playing out. Now, by the way, I don't know that that's the number. I don't know that that means that we're going to 240,000. Anything could happen. We should have gone to 100,000 in the last bull cycle, but you know, COVID ruined it for everybody. But you know, this thing should have been just an absolute enormous sort of rip here that we just didn't get. But this is what it looks like, and this is where we are. And now we're in that boring zone. Going to be in this boring zone for probably another. Remember, guys, I told you about 5 or 6 weeks. Ta-da! So that's what's happening. And for anybody who can't see it, you're not going to make it. If you can't see that, you are not going to make it. So I think this is just a very simple thing. Pay attention to the signals, pay attention to the signs, and don't get shaken out. Real Vision executive, Raul Paul. And remember, this is Raul Paul. This is one of the biggest investors that there is that people get their advice from. He says that Ethereum and Solana may have formed a market bottom. He says if you want a checky top up of your SOL position, this would likely be a good entry zone. Let's see. The bananas are slowly ripening, but should be magnificent in the autumn. What does he mean? Well, he means this right here. If you look at this chart and you see what Solana's doing on the long term, then you can see that this trend line right here shows that we just hit that bottom, and it's time for us to start ripping back up to the top. I'll show you that on the chart in just a little while. But everybody understands what's coming who's been here before. They're not getting shaken out by any of the insanity. Now, what other insanity is there out there? Solana ETF. 3iQ has submitted a Solana ETP filing. Canada may see its first Solana ETF as 3iQ Corporation files for a listing on the Toronto Stock Exchange, aiming to simplify crypto investments. 3GP Corporation, known for its Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, has announced plans to offer a Solana ETF on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The Solana Fund aims to provide investors with simplified Solana exposure without needing technical expertise. The fund will take Solana to earn rewards for its investment strategies. This move aligns with the company's broader strategy to diversify its crypto offerings and capitalize on emerging trends in the digital asset market. Now, what does that look like over here? I mean, let's zoom out, go to the day chart, which is where we're going to do it. We're going to look at this trend right here. And I mean, guys, it doesn't get much clearer here that we are in this, motion, right? So from here to here to here, I mean, like, we're just kind of nailing all of this stuff. If you look over here, we're just kind of nailing this thing. So we're in that area right now of that explosive sort of move. Now, here's the thing. Just because we're there doesn't mean that we're not going to have some, blow off moment. And remember, by the way, when this tightens up right here, it's probably going to tighten up right around the beginning and middle of August, right? So let's put the thing to it right there. This is your parabolic move right now. And this is probably going to play to this kind of area right here, just at a guess. right now. So let's look at this on the chart now. You can see the full structure playing out. We're going to increase the font size on this a little bit. You see that big green line right there. You see that big line right there. Matter of fact, we're going to change that to, let's go purple, just so we look, you know, hey, it's our world. We can do what we want. And then same thing over here. Let's make these purple for a little while. All right, so we're looking at this sort of move right here. Consolidation in a flag pattern. We've got that happening. We've got the consolidation in the flag pattern. We hit the bottom. We ran up to the top. We came back down for a test. We came back over here. We came back down here. Now we're going back up here. Now what's up here? At this point, unless you have a breakout, you're looking at 160, 170, somewhere in this 165, 70 range. So remember what I said about, you know, what if Solana takes off? Well, Solana's ready to take off again. How many days will it take? That's the question right here. Well, if you go from bottom to top over here, the number of times that it took to get from the bottom to the top was 25 days. So what did it do the next time? The next time it took from here to here, it took 20 days. So from here to here in 20 days, what does that look like? So from here to, let's go 20 days ish right there. 170, about 170. So we're looking at a move to around 170 for Solana over the next month, roughly. So that's why wouldn't you just go like? And by the way, when it comes down to it, remember I'm pretty bullish on Saitama, trading at 4.5 cents right now. We got in at 1.7 cents, right? So we're still feeling really good about it. But Solana has been getting just worn out. Now, the pairing with Solana is 50-50, right? So you got 50% in Solana. So when Solana rips, then the pairing has more value. So if Solana goes up from 130 to 170, that's an increase of 40, which means that that's an increase of about 40% for Solana over that period of time. Now, what does a 40% increase look like for Saitama? Well, that would be a 20% increase for Saitama. Not only would it be a 20% increase in Saitama just based on that, investors seeing Solana rip would start coming back into the market and they would start buying meme coins. So what does that mean for Saitama? Probably 200% from where it is. Now, is that significant? Not really. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not gigantic. And by the way, anything could happen. You could get super excited about, you know, where you are and how everything is playing out. The reversal is coming, is my point. We were at $128 Solana just a little while ago. So, I mean, you know, you've got to look at this in the context here. We went to 126.33. That was the number that we were at not that long ago. So now, wait, no, the low was 128. Yeah. So the low was 118 over there. It was 128 just recently. We had 128 today, and we had 116 a couple days ago, or a couple months ago. So look, we're just in that pattern right now, waiting for that big breakout. So the announcement follows the recent approval of the spot Ethereum ETF in the United States, signaling growing regulatory acceptance of cryptocurrency. Analysts believe they could pave the way for more diverse crypto ETFs in the future. With a market capitalization of $61 billion, Solana is the 5th largest cryptocurrency, trailing only Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and Binance Coin. The introduction of a Solana ETF in Canada could enhance market liquidity and provide a new avenue for institutional and retail investors to gain exposure to the asset. So here we are with another one possibly coming out. Boom, Solana memes are getting ready to send as well, because now we have some quality stuff in the market here. Now, what else is going on? Ripple lawsuit judge dismisses most of Ripple's claim. Now, Ripple was sued in California recently, and there were some major claims. Now, the judge again rejected Judge Annalisa Torres, and did not side. Judge Phyllis Hamilton tossed out most of the class action against Ripple. Both the federal class claims were unregistered securities and the state law security claims were dismissed, which is a procedural victory for Ripple. However, it did not address the fundamental question of whether XRP is a security. Now, it looks like the Biden administration is going to handle that for us by telling us that Ripple and all of these things, they're going to handle and clarify this for us right now. And if not the Biden administration, the Trump administration, one of those administrations is going to give us full clarity very, very soon. They've turned a corner and they started to realize that digital assets cannot be denied at this point. The court stated that it is for a jury to decide whether all 3 prongs of the Howey test are satisfied. So That is the question that's going on right now. So they're going to see whether or not XRP is a security based on the Howey test in California. Legal expert Fred Rispoli noted that on X that the likelihood of a settlement is very high, given that low damages and potential negative jury verdict on Ripple if the plaintiff wins. Rispoli also stressed that the question as to whether XRP is a security or not remains unanswered, and noted that federal legislation is required to address this issue. So here we are with what we needed to know, which is whether or not it's a security, and we have to have government clarity off of that. And that's a very wise thing right now that this guy's saying. So at the hearing, the court ordered both parties to reconsider their motion to seal any part of the briefs. Both the parties have filed their unredacted briefs and have also moved the court to allow them extra 3 weeks to file a motion to seal some of the exhibits they have used. The court allows this and set the deadline for July 8th. As for the motion to seal, a separate order will be issued regarding that narrowed motion. However, her ruling is different than Judge Annalisa Torres in the Southern District of New York, who said that XRP was not a security when sold to retail because it did not meet the elements of the Howey test. So we have something in the realm of clarity starting to manifest itself. But again, it takes government regulation to figure it out. Moving on, Gemini crypto exchange founders donate $2 million in Bitcoin to Donald Trump. So the Winklevoss twins, the Menendez twins, whatever. I mean, look like, is it weird that they look like the Menendez twins? Is it just, it's got to be me, right? It's not me, but it's me, right? It's not me, but it's me. The Menendez twins, you know what I'm saying? Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler, have donated $1 million each in Bitcoin to Donald Trump to put an end to the Biden administration's war on crypto. Now, does that say that they are anti-Joe Biden? Nope. Are they anti-Biden administration? Not exactly. They're focused on crypto, just like me. The reason I'm voting for Donald Trump, cryptocurrency. The brothers shared their strong support for the former president and his mission to become the first crypto president. And here's the thing. Donald Trump came out and he is openly saying it. And Joe Biden is very, very quiet. Doesn't matter what he's doing behind closed doors. It matters what he's doing to the people out in the front. And what he's doing to the people out in the front is making investors very, very nervous that he is about to attack cryptocurrency. Well, we've seen the dogs called off from Gary Gensler. Ethereum is no longer under investigation. We see all the L's that the SEC has been taking in courts. So we know that something has changed, but we haven't seen the full transcript of any sort of change. And again, that's because in July, there's a meeting with a whole lot of different people led by Mark Cuban over mass adoption of cryptocurrency and how that looks or what that looks like going forward. So until we get some full clarity from the Biden administration, I would encourage you and urge you to cast your ballot for Donald Trump when it's time to vote, because he is the pro-crypto guy as we see it right now. And that's going to be better for, and by the way, I did do an interview yesterday and my statement was, it doesn't matter whether Joe Biden is president or Donald Trump is president, we are going to rip pretty soon. However, it should be noted that I do think that crypto goes a lot higher if Donald Trump is the president, because, you know, he's crazy, psychotic, nuts, and that kind of stuff right there. He'll cut taxes. He'll do some wild stuff out here. And look, it might not be good long term, but short term, all I need is one big pump, daddy. You know what I mean? All I need is one big pump. It doesn't matter. So that's what's going on. Over the past few years, the Biden administration has openly declared war against crypto, and that's true. Tyler Winklevoss said this: it has weaponized multiple government agencies to bully, harass, and sue the good actors in our industry in an effort to destroy it. This is also true. This administration's actions have been nothing short of an unprecedented abuse of power wielded entirely for political gain at the complete expense of innovation, the American taxpayer, and the American economy. All of that is true, because that is what's really going on. And Cameron Winklevoss also shared a statement, says he will put an end to the Biden administration's war on crypto. So that's what we're looking for right now. So if you haven't already and you haven't decided if you are pro-crypto, Trump is your candidate at this point. If you don't like everything else about him and you don't want to vote for him, fine. But if crypto is important to you and mass adoption is important to you, then he is your candidate right now. So moving on, Dogecoin enters the final stage of consolidation. Analysts predict a 6,150% rally to $7.50. A bullshit. A bullshit, a bullshit, bullshit. You know that kid says, right? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to $7.50. However, how far would it have to go in order for that to happen? Well, this is what it would look like. So right now, trading at 12 cents. A rally to $7.50, guys. And by the way, I don't even think it's going to go to 75 cents at this point. So I don't have the faith that some other people might have in this price, the way it is. So we're going to start here and we're going to see what it looks like to go to $7.50. So we're going to take this right here and we're going to stop it at let's just call it 12. We didn't get close on that one, by the way. Jesus Christ. Please get your shit together. All right, so we're going to hit all right, so we're going to hit from there, and we're going to come all the way up to 750, 6,000%. That's a 60x on it, 60x on market cap. That's the important part. I want to make sure I got my numbers right here. So 60x on Dogecoin, 6x, 60. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's. Okay, so this guy says it's going to go to $1 trillion market cap. God damn it. Oh my God. All right. So look, no. I mean, you know what? You never know. Tardigrade predicted on X that Dogecoin is set to rise to as high as 750 when it makes its huge surge. He makes this prediction while revealing that the meme coin has formed a triangle consolidation, which is the last phase of the consolidation before Dogecoin made that massive move to the upside. The crypto analyst also revealed that these triangle consolidations have formed in every market cycle and usually occur just before Dogecoin enjoys a parabolic rally. Tardigrade has been bullish on Doge for a while now and has continued to lay out bullish narratives for the meme coin. In one of his previous X posts, he highlighted a ladle pattern, which he claimed has always formed for the meme coin in every cycle. He mentioned that the bull was ready and was almost time for the shaft. Okay. The chart we shared showed that the Dogecoin could rise above $2 once the shaft had formed, which now that would be fair to say that it could go to $2 because now you're talking about maybe a 15x from there. 15x on $17 billion market cap. That's going to put it, near 200 billion market cap. I'll take that. That makes more sense than what he's saying here. So, I'm not going to dump on that one. 200 billion market cap. That's entirely possible. Doge being the first crypto meme coin to 100 billion market cap. Look, I jive with that. I think it's going to be Pepe. I think that Pepe is going to, take over this market at some point pretty soon, but I'll go with Dogecoin to 200 billion as we start to play this out. So now, the current outlook, the crypto analyst added that Dogecoin has made a lackluster bounce after tapping the golden pocket at 11 cents. For now, he claimed that the point of interest in Doge is climbing above 13.2 and that it would need to hold above that range before 10 and 11 should be. If not, then it's going to go lower. At the time of writing, it was trading around 12 cents down in the last 24 hours, according to data from CoinMarketCap. So, we're still looking at some downward momentum, downward pressure, downward sentiment, but, we're starting to turn that corner and it's going to get a little bit better. So let's keep moving on because there's way more stuff that we got to get into here. Kanav Kariya, if you don't know who he is, that is the president of Jump Crypto. Jump Crypto is now under investigation by the CFTC. And let me just lay out what the CFTC is really kind of talking about here. The CFTC is investigating Jump Crypto's involvement in cryptocurrency trading and investment activity. Jump Crypto has faced challenges, including high-profile incidents. Now, let's talk about the incidents that they've gone through. Jump has faced significant challenges over the past 3 years. Known for its algorithmic trading, the firm emerged as a key player in the crypto market. In September of 2021, Jump officially launched Jump Crypto, appointing Kanav Kariya, a former intern, as president. It quickly became one of the top market makers, offering liquidity for new tokens and investing heavily in the sector. The firm also developed notable projects like Wormhole, Pith, and Fire Dancer through its incubation and engineering arm. However, Jump's operations soon encountered significant losses. In 2022, the Wormhole platform suffered a $325 million hack. Jump stepped in to cover the losses, showcasing its substantial financial resources. However, excuse me, later that year, Jump was affected by the collapse of the FTX exchange, where it had served as a major market maker, resulting in nearly 300 million in losses, which probably it gets back, of course, as a creditor. So FTX is going to pay back everybody like 110%. So they actually made 30 million off of this, which is not good for them, but it is still a possible, you know what I mean? Further controversy arose in February 2023 when the SEC filed a lawsuit against Terraform Labs, and it turns out that Jump was identified as the firm that secretly helped maintain Terra USD's peg during a 2021 crisis, although it faced no charges. And remember, they were also the company that sold off and depegged it. So in March of 2023, the Justice Department filed criminal charges against Do Kwon. The CFTC's current investigation into Jump's crypto activities represents the latest regulatory scrutiny the firm faces. So they're going through some stuff right now, and they're dealing with their little issues. And look, they're here in Chicago with me, so I wish them nothing but success, but I'm just kidding. Fuck those guys. While it remains uncertain if any charges will be brought, this probe highlights the growing regulatory focus on the cryptocurrency market. So the CFTC and the SEC are in here trying to suss out these bad actors in the space and possibly make something positive happen. So hopefully they will. Now let's look at some liquidation heat maps and stuff like that as we talk about Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic has tax to gas, which is still under implementation. We talked about this yesterday, but Binance Thailand is also coming aboard, and they are looking for the resurrection of Luna Classic. And the reason they're doing that is because Binance has a gigantic amount of the supply. They are the largest holder of Luna Classic. They have a vested interest. So the fact that you're seeing this happen right now is a great sign for Luna Classic. Binance is launching Binance Thailand Luna Classic pairing, and they're looking for ways that they can start to recover the market. That is incredible. Tax to gas is going to make all of this stuff kind of easy. So I would be watching for Terra Luna Classic to have a significant move coming up very, very soon. Also, DevvE blockchain. What do we have in the way of announcements for DevvE? I don't know that we had I don't think we had an announcement. I think there might have been something that I didn't cover here that dev announcements. All right, so here we go. The next announcement here is we are excited to announce a second quiz. Now, the questions for the second quiz are, and make sure, and by the way, I do have a DevvE video coming out today, so make sure that you check that one out. What commonly used developer-friendly tool can be used to manage smart contracts in the DevvE ecosystem? Is it Solidity? What is the minimum amount of staked DevvE needed to qualify for a DevvE drop? How long must DevvE be locked to qualify for a dev drop? In our last AMA with Taunt Network, who participated that wasn't in the announcement? And also, what is the name of the NFT marketplace in the DevvE ecosystem? So if you can answer those questions, you can win some money. Make sure that you sign up to their Telegram and get some money. However, there is some other information coming out right now. Dear DevvE Squad, we want to share some details about our current areas of work, achievement, and outlook in the community update. Please read the below Medium article. So it says it's been a busy month and we are not slowing down. Besides the Launchpad, we are working hard on the following game-changing projects: the governmental and institutional adoption of our innovative blockchain, the Dev Exchange with an innovative approach, DevvE Innovation Grant Shard for an early business adoption, and Liquidity Increase Program to enable significant scaled token purchase. Now, if you haven't already, I would encourage you to go check these things out. They do have a big article. It's a 6-minute read. We don't have 6 minutes here, but introduction to DevvE and DevX. DevvE ecosystem serves as the application layer, acting as a gateway to the DevX blockchain. The Forever Association is a Swiss nonprofit which leads the development of this ecosystem with exclusive rights to use the DevX blockchain technology. The association focuses on applications like ESG, tracking, and manages business development around the DevvE ecosystem. And then the exchange, a significant aspect of realizing this jigsaw puzzle is the exchange that will undoubtedly set a new standard in cryptocurrency exchange technology that will only disrupt the status quo, but also bring major efficiency and performance increase to existing exchanges and settlement solution providers. This needs to be in place before government and large enterprise levels of liquidity can be officially driven into the market and the ecosystem. In partnership with well-known industry leaders, the Dev Exchange will operate as a hybrid. While using blockchain technology for asset management and exchange isn't new, until now, non-custodial options like Uniswap have been slow, expensive, while being both operationally and legally risky. Centralized entities such as the ASE, the Australian Stock Exchange, or ASX, I'm sorry, spent 7 years attempting to upgrade their system with a blockchain, but faced challenges with the complexity and scalability. Similarly, with the DTCC, who settled 462 trillion in securities in 2022, have explored similar upgrades to their system to no avail. The DevvE ecosystem has addressed those non-negotiable issues of real-world business and old blockchain technologies. Now, why are they talking about the Australian Stock Exchange? I wonder. And why are they talking about DTCC? I wonder. I don't know, but I wonder. Next up, as mentioned before, onboarding for enterprises. We've initiated the early stage development of the DevvE Launchpad. The Dev ecosystem will likely host various business applications with their own native tokens, just like we're talking about Jump Crypto with Binance, with all these different things, such as FIAS for the LitCraft gaming system. This diversity is essential for independence and a healthy ecosystem, akin to why different countries have their sovereign currency, just as different countries' economic driving forces, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the FIAS launch recap. The launch of FIAS, the value of FIAS is built to go beyond the quick profit-taking trading market. The approach ensures that the LitCraft team can focus on using the DevvE. Now, by the way, when you look at this and when we talk about this, you might be looking at your FIAS token. If you bought some FIAS token, and you might be like, well, why is the price going down? Well, two things. First of all, the market not great at the moment, especially for memes and stuff like that. But remember what happened with FIAS. FIAS is the token and that drives the LitCraft ecosystem. And while it looks like this right here, by the way, it's like wild that you see it, this kind of dip way down. The reason that it was spiked so high right here, because it was a pre-sale. So they got in on the pre-sale and then everybody started dunking on it. Then it got that secondary rally and then it came and consolidated right here. And then everybody else started dumping off, because this is exactly what happens with all of these. And now what's happening right now, shaking out the people who were pre-sellers, because every time it pumps, they're going to dump. That's just the way it happens until you get to the moment where there's no sellers left. And then the buyers start to just buy and price go up and away, because this thing makes real world money. And we don't see it right now because that's just the way that it works. We don't see it at this moment. But as you can see over here, market cap 113,000, liquidity 145,000. Now, why is that? Well, because a lot of tokens are vested and they're all locked away. So again, price is going to continue to appreciate over time. This thing is built for the long term. So if you don't have any FIAS tokens right now, you should probably get some just in case. Then you have the DevvE Innovation Grant Chart, a lot going on in there. You have the Dev Merch Shop, yeah, there we go. And then today's video is going to be on how to buy DevvE. So if you're interested in that, stick around. The video is going to be out in a few hours, and you'll be able to easily navigate that DevvE ecosystem and buy yourself some DevvE tokens if you want, for that DevX blockchain and for the Dev Exchange. So also, SAITAPUMP is not pumping right now. It is at 45.46, like 4.5. We looked at it just a few minutes ago. We'll look at it one more time here. Nothing's changed fundamentally. I do think that there's still going to be a move towards that upside. If you notice here, I gave you that we're going to go up a little bit and then come back down, which we did, and we came back down and we touched this bottom here, and now we spiked up just a little bit, but we just went to the heart line of this move. We didn't break out above it. Bollinger Bands probably tightening up. I don't know for sure. I'm not really looking at it, but if I were to pop in a Bollinger Band, I bet we're starting to see this thing really kind of tighten up right now. And yes, we're starting to see it really tighten up right now, which means that we're consolidating, getting ready for that explosive next leg up and that next loop. And how do I know that's happening? Well, all of a sudden Solana is at $133, so it's starting to rip as well. So we're seeing movement in the market, that positive movement that we're looking for. And when Solana rips a little bit, we don't move a lot, but then all of a sudden, boom, and everything is gone. Now, where does Saitama go from here? I mean, I think about 8 cents. And by the way, I'm not trying to dump on Solana at this. I'm not trying to dump on it in any way, but you have to be realistic about, what's your next big move. Well, the next big move is 15 cents, but the next move for profit taking and stuff like that kind of looks like in this big fat range right there. So at the lower end of that range is 8 cents. So I think 8 cents, if we get a nice and significant little pump coming very soon, I think we're going to hit 8 cents. Then we're going to see a lot of sellers kind of coming in at this range selling. And if we have enough momentum, then it'll pop out and it'll run to 15 cents. But I don't know for sure whether or not it's going to do that. We'll see. And we'll know pretty soon, because the market is starting to recover, adapt, and trade. Now, the rest of this is going to be brought to you by TradeMaster Ninja. If you haven't already, consider that high IQ indicator. Also, I have a private chat for those of you that don't know. I have, in partnership with Bitflex, I have set up a private Telegram, and it's going to be a call channel, and it'll be a managed call channel, and high IQ will be part of it. So the high IQ indicators will be used to give you guys buy and sell signals. The only requirement to be in that private chat group is going to be that you sign up for Bitflex, provide your UID showing that you did sign up for Bitflex, and then fund your account. If you put $50 into your Bitflex account and start trading with Bitflex, and you will have access to that channel. So, and don't even have to trade. Just have to make your deposit and get yourself ready just in case you do want to trade, and then start following the signals and just let it all work for you. You know what I mean? So now let's look at liquidity. So if I'm looking at this on the short term, this is the 24-hour, then I think that there's a rip coming to 64,900, because that's where a bunch of liquidity is. Also in the shorter, 62,968. So if the markets cannot push the price upwards to get into that range, then we're coming down to around 63,000. If we move out to a longer time frame, then we're going to see that the liquidity, the good amount that we're looking for right now, has piled up right above 67. So that looks like the place that we're going right now. And then if you come back down here, you look at 63,000, that's still apparently, 63,000 seems to be that hot spot right now for liquidity. Let's move out to the 3-month and let's look at it on a little bit of a longer term and see where the liquidity is on the bottom. And you can see right here, again, 63,000, it's still, everything is right there. And the move right here after that, the big liquidity pull is still right there, 67.3 all the way up to 68. But then, the big amount is up there at 72,000 right now. That's in the billions of dollars. And then in the 1 year, the liquidity market says it's all about 72,000. The next liquidity pool, the significant, like the giant amounts that we're looking for, we'll never get back to, are in that 50,000 range. And we're not coming to 50,000. Like like that shit's over. And by the way, if we get close to that range, people would just start selling, and exiting their position in profit right now. So that's not happening. As far as RSI count goes, we're going to look at the 24-hour RSI, and look, everything is in a buy zone. So if you are looking for, if you're looking to get into crypto, I mean, Jesus Christ, like this is your signal, right? Arbitrum, very soft right now. Cardano, EOS, Blur, Chiliz, Manta, Cyber, Zeta, BSV, Mina Protocol, Portal, ID, Quantum, Radiant, Gal, Zilla, Orbs, Loom. You got a lot of stuff down here in your buy zone. OMG, whatever fuck OMG is, in the buy zone. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out here that is ready to be scooped up. Bitcoin is even in the neutral, or the slightly oversold area, what they call weak. So you're in this spot right here. Guys, we are about to rip. And if you don't see that, you're not thinking clearly. On the 1 week, look at that shit right there. This is our cool off period. This is the spot where all of this stuff starts to fall. And this is where, by the way, Manta, that's your buy right there. FXS might be your buy. AXL could be a good buy here. These things coming down early, they also probably run a little bit stronger. So if you see Didex coming down into range, there's probably a little more dip in this market, by the way. It's probably a little bit more dip, as you can see here, because everything is in the weak category and not in the oversold category. When it drops a little more into that oversold, that's when you really start to see it. By the way, look at this Ondo spiking in price right now and ripping. Remember, we went long on Ondo. I told you that a little while ago. I bought Ondo at $1.20. It's now at $1.23. So that was a good play right there. And then Ethereum, I don't remember exactly what I bought Ethereum for, to be honest with you. I think it was 35.03. So it's at 35.11 right now. Shit, we can go look at it real quick. So what do we do here? Future. Hope I didn't get liquidated. That would suck. No, we're up $9. We're up $9, 13% right now. But by the way, I only put $67 in. That's what I earned off of KCEX. KCEX is a non-KYC exchange, by the way. If you're over here, if you want to sign up and you don't want people knowing your business, go sign up for KCEX. And this also helps me out, and it's for your privacy, security, and protection. So sign up at KCEX today. Sign up at Bitflex. Use the description, links in the description down below to sign up for those. But yeah, it's starting to rip right here. And then Fairdesk, I don't use them for anything, but I still have people that are signed up over here. So I do anytime I get like 10, 20 bucks, I just throw it into something just to see what happens right now. I put in, it looks like, what I put in here? God damn it. $14. I put in $14 into this Ondo trade, and I'm up $6 right now, 43%, because Ondo is just kind of ripping. My liquidation point is $1.16. I'm not going to come out of this. I'm going to leave that in just in case, because I think that, I think that Ondo is probably going to do a continuation from here, because I think that it's already kind of corrected off of all of these major moves. And so I think that, it's got some tremendous upside, maybe see it up at $1.47 or something like that. So that's, just having a good day today. Now, as far as the flows go, down 139 million in overall, 139.9 million in outflows on the ETFs for Bitcoin. So there you have it. So boom, that's the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to pay some bills right now. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to hope you have a good weekend. I'm going to put some educational content out this weekend. I hope that you will engage with the content when you get notified. If you haven't already, set your notification bell so that you're notified when I put out content. The most important thing that you can do to help me is watch my content when it comes out and hit the like button so that other people start to see it. And by the way, if you have any ideas or concerns or anything like that, send it to me on X at Bleeves Crypto. Let me know what you think. And if there's a genius out there with some thumbnail smartness or something like that, let me know. I mean, we'll talk to you again very, very soon. You guys have a good weekend, and it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. Cryptonomy.finance just had an update. They are now available in 4 different languages. In active development are a lot of cool different updates and information about partnerships from Cryptonomy that's going to be announced very, very soon. Now, to be part of that, follow them on Telegram at Cryptonomy_finance and on Twitter at Cryptonomy_fi. Now, what's going on with Cryptonomy.finance is nothing short of incredible. My positions on this launchpad have been just outstanding, and my contract ends November 21 of 2024. And at this point, I think that that's not even going to be the max of the bull run. So if you will, give me just a moment here. I'm going, and by the way, I've done very well on Cryptonomy. I'm going to go with the silver level. Contract going to end right here, 19 June 2025. We're going to go 3 Bitcoin on this move. All right, so we've got a bronze that's been just absolutely killing the game, guys. I put in half a Bitcoin previously. If you remember, that was $30,000 Bitcoin at that point. So, we put in about $15,000. My accrued interest so far, and by the way, I do have, this is a share because it's a 50-50 split, but my cut of that, $84,241 right now in Bitcoin. So this is an incredible rate of return so far for Cryptonomy.finance. So do you want to be part of that? Sign up to Cryptonomy.finance today.